Hey, good morning. It's me. I'm going for round 2 out in the Catskills. I did a video earlier this summer exploring the Catskills right near where I am, just a bit north. I was scouting for bear then. I am doing that right now as well. The last trip, I had a good time. I think I really only saw like one obvious bit of bear sign. So today I'm hoping to see a bit more. I actually do have a climbing tree stand with me, so I'm hoping to like sit out on a spot and be real quiet. I kind of expect while I'm sitting in the stand, I'll see more deer if anything, but yeah, I just want to get practice in using this thing mostly. But yeah, going to be headed out to a nice pond. It has some uphill areas by the pond where I'll be hoping to find bear. The app told me exactly where I should be going for today, so excited to go check it out. So for this scouting trip, I am gonna hike about 2 miles one way, maybe a little bit more when I get there, roughly there, so I can figure out where I want to be. And then during that 2 miles, I will be hiking over just one ridge and then right down to the pond. So I'm actually at the top of the first ridge right now. It's good to be up at the top. Yeah, my shoulders are needing this kind of workout because they're pretty lacking as far as holding up this weight. But I'm doing okay. I should be able to make it and get back okay. But yeah, should just be like one more mile to the pond and then I will get set up. While I'm hiking on this trail, headed to the spot that the app told me to go to, I find myself kind of breezing by, obviously moving at a pretty fast pace for like a scouting mission or hunting. But the good part about this sort of app is that, and this experience is that it kind of lets you do this to some extent because you're really trying to get to like a hot spot. I mean, it's a blessing and a curse because there is always the chance that you'll run into some great sign on the way. You know, bears and deer both move a lot. They have big ranges, so yeah, you never know if they're gonna be in the obvious terrain area or just out and about. So yeah, blessing and a curse is the ability to just kind of cruise through stuff and not worry so much. So I'm standing here and I heard a little noise and scanned with my thermal. Oh yeah, she knows I'm here. There's another one over here. I don't know where exactly. She gone? Yeah, she's gone. But I don't know, I didn't see the other one move. Cool. All right, so here I am approaching the pond. Excited to see if there's anything around the edge of the pond. There's a nice lean-to here. So this would be a nice spot to hunt just because of that. I could have that as a base point. All right. Here we go, first look. Just scanning. I think I have a look over here. near this bridge. Oh yeah. This haze is so pretty. Let's see, I'm gonna scan with my thermal camera. Haven't seen anything yet. Yeah, so I'm out here with a thermal camera, and I just love having this thing. Even it doesn't need to be dark or anything, or like actually it works pretty well up to like 90 degrees high humidity. But yeah, just having the ability to just see some real bright image when there is something alive out there. You know, this one even picks up birds and stuff. Yeah, so it's a really good tool to have. I think from here, I'm gonna be headed up to some of these like higher areas. I need to look at the map to figure out where I'm oriented right now, but yeah, kind of more like 90% of the way to like my final destination. So yeah, so not too far from the lake, I am approaching a spot it's been identified by the app as a funnel, and yeah, I can see it pretty clearly on the map. You don't really, I'm kind of in it right now, but doesn't feel like a funnel. But I think as they get further up, it will. But yeah, the app is really good at identifying these pinch points, especially like above average ones. And sort of like doing the math between, like, it called out that this point has, it's kind of like a transport route between a couple drainages. And so I'm excited to see that action. So yeah, I might not set up there. I can kind of go in between 2 points that I have, which might be a better area. So we'll see. So it definitely kind of looks like more of a funnel now, and I'm sweating pretty good coming up it. It's going uphill. There's like the steep left side, and I'm not quite to the center of the funnel, but over there it's going to go uphill again. And yeah, that's where I'm going to go off trail real soon and go check out that spot. So I just came off trail, and I'm on some game trails. I think there's a lot of deer around here. This stuff is getting nibbled and chewed. A lot of this low stuff is missing leaves and such. Yeah, it's hard to say like what's bear sign and deer sign. I do think it's deer eating stuff out here though. And I saw a pile of deer droppings. So, not a bad spot to hunt both of them. That's kind of funny. Look how big and round these are. I mean, that's funny. I usually see them like pellet shaped. Deer tearing up this. The only concern I have right now being out here for bear is I'm not really seeing a lot of acorns. I've seen a lot of acorns throughout the state, even in like almost we're almost to September now, and yeah, so I would like to see acorns. That would be a real obvious area, or really any sort of like No luck on the food source just yet for bears. Okay, so this looks like a good sign. It's not big, but I can't see it being anything but bear. It's mostly mush. Not seeing a lot of seeds or anything. Kind of interesting. With that, it's like, I'm already in a spot. Might be a good idea to sit here. I'm gonna check a little bit more. Look how mowed down this is. I'm not sure. It's really wide. Just a spot where a bunch of deer were laying, or is this a bear bed? There's not a lot of droppings, really anything I've seen up here, but I'm curious what was laying there. Pretty established trail. I just came up to the top of this ridge here. So I was going to put the climber up on a lower elevation area, but I just kind of couldn't make up my mind. So I'm now coming up out of the funnel and onto the top of a ridge. And it looks like on the other side of this ridge is another funnel with a stream or a brook. So I'm gonna be headed out that way and scouting it. The way up here didn't look busy, but now that I'm up here on this ridge top, it's like a bench and it looks more active. Yeah, let's keep looking for sign of bear and deer. Just came up to a spot. If you look right here, you can see what the ferns look like normally. But over here, everything looks walked on. A lot of nibbled stuff. I am really curious. And there's all these branches. I just wonder if humans did this. I'm not seeing droppings nor bear poop. Yeah, I'm head over this way and then back out in this direction. Here's a nice little rub. Looks fresher. I did see another one. This one looks a little fresher. Good to be seeing the rubs. I think these are some old rubs here. Just keep moseying. This area looks like it's got so much activity. So I'm getting close to the second spot that the app called out, and it is it says it's a ridge overlooking a creek, so it kind of has you up on the high ground where I am now, and then overlooking a drainage down this way. So I think if I keep coming down this bench area, I will be moving along the ridge, and eventually I'll get closer to the drainage. All right, so I'm here at my spot where I'm going to be sitting for a little bit. I'm not really expecting to see anything, but I am going to get practice with the climber, and there's always a chance. But yeah, it's I mean, I think there's a chance deer could come by. I'm not exactly in the spot that the app said, because it did say like to go on a ridge, but I thought like I probably have better visibility down here. Yeah, I think I mean, anyways, I'll probably be still hunting out here. So this is kind of just to get the best vantage point of these travel areas. But yeah, I'm gonna go get climbing. Can't really record it because just have a cell phone. But yeah, let's go. All right, now I'm set up in my tree. Yeah, currently like maybe 10 or 15 feet up. Not a huge fan of climbing real high in these, especially when it's rainy. And I have never really spooked anything out of a tree when I'm like trying to be quiet. But yeah, so we're just gonna be chilling here for, I don't know, maybe an hour and a half or 2 hours. And yeah, if I see something, I will be hopefully paying enough attention to record again. And here's sort of my panorama view. That right down there is a brook. It's actually not flowing, which I didn't really think about. So the brook is over there. Then I've got a downhill area over there, and then to the right is uphill to a ridge. Behind me is also uphill. So yeah. All right, so I sat for a while, maybe 2 hours, I'm not sure. Getting a little bit cold here because it's like 55 and I'm wet still from the rain. But yeah, I'm gonna come down and then head back the way I came. No action like the whole time I was sitting. I heard some birds and stuff, but didn't see a squirrel or anything. So yeah, not too discouraged by it. Just really out here to practice. But the one thing that still concerns me about this spot is lack of acorns on the ground. I need to do some research and find out how to identify beech trees and if beech nuts would be dropping. But yeah, so I'm gonna go head back and I'll start recording if I see anything. Bye bye pond. Let's see. So yeah, I am headed back now. Back on the trail. I mean, I'm definitely open-minded. I could see something or sign on the way back, but it's harder when you're on a main trail. So yeah, I will be potentially signing off here. Yeah, with bear, it's funny because like I keep hoping I'll see, that obvious sign where like it's clear that the bear is like living in an area that I visit, but it just kind of never happens that way. And it's hard to scout on this ground. If there were bear tracks, I would probably not be able to see them because there's not a lot of mud or anything. And they're not scratching trees, at least what I've seen. So maybe a low volume area for bear in general. Yeah, it's still on the search for where I should go hunt bear this year.